So we toured these tracks around the country for a little bit, just kind of cutting our teeth, and songs kind of changed here and there as we played them live, and we saw what people liked, what people didn't like. So after we'd taken it around a bit and got a general response from people in different cities, we decided to record an EP and do the next thing that bands do, which is to release something. So we went to Axis Studios in Doncaster to see Matt Ellis, and he's someone that we've worked with throughout our entire career now.
You know, the process that we went through to record it was like a really a fun, interesting process that it came out better than we expected.
We got on really well as people, and this friendship started to form that I think has been crucial in terms of the band. We're all really good friends and we all care about each other.
Three of my best mates. Well, they are my best mates.
Hello! More than just a band, it's a friendship as well.
It's a lot more of a rewarding experience, especially when you're all, you've achieved something as friends.
Over here is our horse. We've named her Horace.
So we recorded 5 songs on that EP.
When we got it back, we were so happy with it that we were ready to put it out. The response was just phenomenal.
Karan got involved and started playing in screens, and it was our first taste of getting that sort of recognition.
It was one of the main things that most people were saying is like, great EP, it's too short. So we went and started writing for Fragments.
This set of songs were significantly kind of more aggressive, faster, and more developed. We'd found our sound, and now we were honing in on how to capture all the best bits, make the heavy bits heavier, make the atmospheric bits more spacey and dreamy. And so we started writing the Fragments EP.
Very much a progression from Tempers, which was fairly simplistic in comparison to some of the complexity that we had.
My drumming has progressed a lot through the songs that we've written, because I always try and challenge myself.
Because of our progressive music background and interests, we wanted to throw some of that stuff in there as well, because we kind of wanted to appeal to different crowds of rock fans.
It was a different writing process, so I would bring ideas, sometimes just a riff, sometimes full songs, and then the band would work on them together, and we would, look at the arrangement and change little bits, and, Tom would add guitar parts, Nick would add bass parts, Dan would do amazing things with the drums, and the songs came about that way. It wasn't just the Tempers EP Part 2. Fragments is a totally different animal. It's heavier and it's more refined. I think we're about a week away from our recording starting, and we were missing a song. We didn't have a song. And we were at practice, and we'd sat whinging about it for probably the best part of half an hour, panicking. And then all of a sudden, this song just came out of nowhere. It just dropped out of the sky. It was the strangest thing. I just started playing this really simple chord sequence. It was like a gift. It came out of nowhere. And in my opinion, it's the best song on the EP, and probably my favourite song we've ever written. And that was the intro to Call It Home. the band just started playing, and it was the weirdest experience, and the song just came together like that. Like, as long as it takes to play that song is probably as long as it took to write that song, partly because of the lyrical content and what the song's about and how special it is to me, but also because it was just like no other song that I've ever written, or the rest of the guys have ever written. It just, yeah, it fell out of the sky. And we recorded the Fragments EP. I think Matt knew that we'd step things up, and he wanted a different production style, I think, for that EP. It was a bit more cutting, like the Tempers EP. It's quite soft to listen to, whereas Fragments, if you really turn it up loud, it'll hurt your ears. You know, it's a really harsh sounding record, and it gives it that grit and that edge that I think the songs need.
My mind is like, just listen to me. I know.
It was nice to kind of go back again to Matt Ellis and have a sort of like the same sort of feeling of knowing that in the end the result is going to be good. And
congratulations. Although it sounds raw, the EP itself, Fragments, I still go back to it, and I really enjoy the stuff that we came out with.
We toured it, we showed it to people, we pushed it, and again the response was incredible. Companies were starting to notice us and were like, okay, these guys aren't mucking about. The first single released was 119. And then as soon as we put that out, things just started to go kind of haywire, really.
it was picking up fast on the streaming platforms. You know, people were showing a lot of interest in it. We had interests all over the country, all over the globe.
So we started thinking, people are listening, let's record an album, let's do a proper album.
I always wanted to record an album and have an album.
It was kind of like subconsciously we all decided in our heads that's what we wanted to do.
To do a full album was kind of a lifelong ambition, really, as a musician.